Hello, I'm here with Seth Eaves and the author of some of his greatest sci-fi books. So, what is your latest book of installment?
I actually have many iron in the fire right now. Working on the sequel to Operation Empty Orchestra, which has kind of taken a backseat right now. Working on a sci-fi story with my good friend Wiley Young. Yes, that's his author name, not his real name. And my main focus right now is split between finishing off my sci-fi psychological horror story, The Quiet Room, and I'm also working on a space western story that I don't really have a title for right now, but it's basically if anyone's ever seen the TV show Firefly, which I'm a huge fan of, that's kind of an idea of what it aims towards. It's pretty much just I guess you could say John Wayne or Clint Eastwood in space. I mean, that's probably the best way to describe it. There's nothing fancy, no frills about it. It's just a good old-fashioned western story told in the stars. So.
And all your books have made Amazon and how many has made it, and what are they?
I've released 2 so far. Last January, I released Within the Walls of Chaos, which of course you did a video about. And then 2 Januaries ago, and then 2 years ago, I released the sequel to it, Operation Empty Orchestra, which they're not full lengths. They're what you would call novellas. They're not exactly short stories. They're that period, that space between short story and full length novel. And them along with the sequel that I'm working on now, which is called As We Watch the West, they're building up my my Dark Legacy series, which is like, I guess, if anything, it would be like my magnum opus. It's my Dark Tower. If anybody's a Stephen King fan, it's a huge series that I've got going, and it's my baby. It's my pride and joy. I've spent quite honestly, some of the characters, I've spent my entire life developing and creating, and so it's one of those things that I want to make sure everything is completely perfect before I release something. I don't want any, as far as this, of course, I don't want anything half-baked, but as far as the Dark Legacy goes, I want anything half-baked. But Within the Walls of Chaos and Operation Empty Orchestra are both on Amazon, the former being 99 cents and the latter being $1, which that was all those greedy fat cats in Amazon. I wanted to do it for free, but they wouldn't let me.
Yeah, so how's everything else going?
Hey, everything's going great. Just, life in general, just trying to devote my time between, working right now, of course, and spending time with my family and trying to, write. I read an interview with Stephen King, who's my greatest influence of all time. I read an interview with him where he said that in order to make it as a writer, you should try and devote about 2 to 3 hours a day of writing, and that's something that I aim for. He said what he does is he sits down to start writing, and he won't stop until he's written. Either he's hit the 2 to 3 hour mark, or he's done about 30 to 40,000 words, and that's when he'll stop for the day. And that's something that I aim for. But of course, being a husband and a father, and right now, of course, having a full-time 40-hour-a-week work schedule, and my heavy involvement with church and everything, sometimes I admit that doesn't happen, but it is something that I strive for to try and match.
Well, everyone, look for Seth Eaves' book on Amazon. In the future, his name's Seth, S-E-T-H, Eaves, E-A-V-E-S, and look him up. Buy some of his book. I read them. They're awesome. Thank you for having me, doing the interview, and give me an oh yeah.
Oh yeah.